every day I ask myself, God blessed you with another day of life here. So what did you do with it? What did you do with today? Did you waste it? Did you use it? Did you use it to help others? Did you forward your craft? Did you use your craft for good, And that's what, to me, asking myself that question, that just lights a fire under me. My parents have always told me this story. They're like, you weren't a normal kid. You didn't want Barbies or regular toys. You'd gravitate towards a blender, a fake pan, fake food, So my second birthday, they gifted me a kitchen, amongst other things, and all I was doing was playing in the kitchen. Just naturally, I was gravitating towards the culinary world, even just at 2 years old. So that's kind of an affirmation, Sometimes we look for affirmations in life and we're like, is this really what I'm supposed to do? So I think that's just, the universe already telling me where I was supposed to go. Becoming a chef was a moment. It's actually defined to a moment. I call it the lightning strike. I was actually on the path to journalism. I wanted to do journalism. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to tell stories, and a scheduling mistake put me in a cooking class my junior year. And I was like, oh no, I was so upset. I was like, all my friends are already in their journalism class and TV production, and here I am in a cooking class. And I was like rolling my eyes, and I had to wait 2 weeks till the counselor would switch it. And in those 2 weeks, Johnson & Wales University comes in to do a demo. And that's the lightning strike. It was as if they were only talking to me. From that moment on, 16-year-old me, all I wanted to do was cook. Fun fact, culinary school is just as much as med school or law school, okay? I was actually on Florida prepaid college. I was doing AP English. I was en route to go to be a Florida Gator, actually. And now I had to tell my parents, okay, scratch the scholarship, scratch Florida prepaid college. We're gonna pay for culinary school. That was another mission. So I took them to a parent and student weekend to Johnson & Wales. And I'm like, okay guys, I know that for you to love this, you're gonna have to understand it. So once they saw what they were about and what it really was, they were just as in love with culinary arts as me. Then they became my biggest cheerleaders. And so I started to do competitions to raise money to be a student at Johnson & Wales University. And then I started winning these competitions. And they're like, who's that girl that's winning these competitions? Mind you, I was competing always against men. I was always the girl, competing. One of the judges said, she's winning these competitions with one thing, and it's flavor. And on one of my last competitions, he goes, it's maximum flavor. And I'm like, He's like, you should write a book with your winning recipes and tell this story. And I took that, and I did exactly that. And that was maximum flavor. The kitchen for me is everything. It is my sanctuary. It is my workspace. But if I was to just call it one thing, it'd be home, because it's where I create things. It's also where my fondest memories of my family are. I come from a family that just cooks for everything, for every reason. If you could think of the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding, that's kind of like my family. I just have memories of my mom and my grandmother or my uncles, whatever, always just grounded to a stove and always creating something so wonderful that I'm like, oh my God, when's it gonna be ready? I mean, tell me, how many things do you anticipate so anxiously as something that's being cooked? That's what makes the kitchen so special to me. If I could say anything to aspiring female chefs, it would be, you do have to work twice as hard. That thick skin that they say you have to have can't be thick. It's gotta be bulletproof, actually. But stick to it, because it will be worth it. This career is so rewarding on so many levels, but as women, we do have to have that bulletproof skin, because when I think of how many women are restaurant owners, I could count them still with my hand, I hope there's more of us in the future, and I think we're getting there, but it's going to take a lot of work. So I would just say, have the stamina to stick it through. I do think that when there's women that make it, past that kind of threshold, we're just so much better, because we had to work so hard to get here, I am a chef. You don't say, he's a man chef. We are chefs. We are all chefs, and we're equally chefs. If you've done your best, and you know you've done your best, right? And that's it. You are enough. That's simple. You don't have to measure yourself to anybody else. If you feel that, you are enough.